Welcome game community to the 5,000 Gaming channel. I'm your host, the 5,000 Zombie. This is the next episode of I Was Expecting More. It's also a response video to AFarCryAway. I did a video about the PUBG craze and everyone jumping on the bandwagon. His main points was if everyone jumping on the bandwagon, no one is going to be creative anymore. No one's going to make any more innovation in video games. And while he does have a point, I do have a counter argument to that too. So that's what we'll get into in a minute. First things first, PUBG, what is it? It's a PLAYERUNKNOW'S battleground. It is a battle royale game. 100 players are dropped into a map. You have no weapons, you have no guns, no nothing. No armor, you're just in your skivvies. You got to find all those things and then take out the other players. The map itself shrinks slowly but surely, so it pushes the players together. So at the end of the day, there is a conversation and there will be one man standing. It's a good game, by the way. Go pick it up. About £20, $20. It's not too expensive. There's 10 million people on it, so you'll find a game, don't worry. And if you can't find a game, I don't know what you're playing. It's definitely not PUBG. But there you go. Now you know the game I'm talking about. First things first, as always, I come in from a gamer consumer side, then a business dev publisher side. So first things first, the gamer. Why is this a good thing for us? Well, it's a good thing for us because we get variety. If everyone's vying for our attention, then it's cool. It means that we have, 50, 100, however many people are jumping on this bandwagon. We got a variety of battle royale games to choose from. Maybe PUBG isn't for you, so perhaps you want something else. Fortnite has got their own battle royale mode. It's from the trailer, it looks really good. I personally haven't played it yet, but it looks good. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be loads of other people that are going to drop it as well. Hell, maybe even Call of Duty, Battlefield, who knows? Everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon. So there's always going to be a variety for us. It was a good thing. If you're a shooter person, you've got a variety of different shooters to choose from. So if you are a battle royale person, for the gamer it's good. If everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, we've got quite a few variety. Depending on what type of game you are, maybe you'll find the battle royale game is good for you. So it's not always a bad thing, everyone jumping on the bandwagon. I mean, we're going to get a load of rubbish, not going to lie. You're going to get some rubbish. But you'll also get a couple of gems in there as well, which will definitely be good for us as a gamer. Next thing is the dev side. This actual first point kind of ties into consumer side as well. Variety. As I said, if everyone's fighting for our attention, then from a dev perspective, well, you're going to try and mix it up. You're going to try and change your formula. You're going to try and stand out from the crowd, which will be good for us. Just an example, say someone decides actually they want to make a battle royale game for kids. The younger audience. So you take out the shooting, kind of like Splatoon. You change it for something else, water bombs or something. Something different like that. Or maybe you want to do a mythic one set in a sci-fi world, or a medieval world, something different. Add your own spin on it. So you could always do that too. So from a developer and gamer side, that's not bad. If developers are changing it up, adding their own spin on the formula, it's always good. Can't go wrong with that. I think that's a good idea. I won't mind that. The other thing is innovation. That was the main point that Far Cry was talking about. The AFarCryAway, should I say, was talking about. Is that if everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, how are any devs going to make any creativity? And also, if you're all jumping on the bandwagon, where's everyone else? Why isn't anyone else making other games? My point to that is, well, you can still be creative in this genre. So you can still be creative in the battle royale genre. As I said, you could do like a kids game, smaller players, and then change the guns to water bombs, things like that. You can be creative that way. Also, also, if there are other games out there that are different, that aren't battle royale, then I'd argue that maybe us as gamers, us as YouTubers, should be the ones putting them out. If everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, maybe it's our job to sit there and sift through the 50,000, 20 million battle royale games just to find the one gem that isn't battle royale. Maybe it's another Sturdy Valley, or maybe it's a Silent Hill. Who knows? Something different. So perhaps it's our job to find the other gems, the other creative video games out there, and help that come to light. But there is one other way that I think that developers could use this bandwagon to their advantage. Once again, this is the business side. You're, say, a team of 20, for example, and you really want to make what's a big game? You want to make no, not use Mass Effect. You want to make a Skyrim game, okay? You want to make something awesome as Skyrim or Fallout. Well, your 20-man team, it's going to take a long time. Maybe you haven't got the money, haven't got the resources. So obviously, you've got enough money to make a game, but you can't make the game that you want to. You can't make your own Skyrim, your own Fallout. So what do? You look at the bandwagon and go, well, hold on a minute. Perhaps we can use the bandwagon to our advantage. Why not jump on the gravy train, same as everyone else? So you jump on it, you decide, you know what, we're going to make our own Battle Royale game. We're going to add a little twist to it. We'll put, say, X amount of time and effort into it. Make it pretty competent. You don't have to admittedly, I'd like you to put your heart and soul in it, obviously, to make it a better game. But if your heart and soul isn't completely in it, it's not the game you want to make. As long as you make a competent game, a couple of thousand people buy it, you keep it updated, you keep the servers running, things like that, bug fixes, then once that money starts rolling in, you could use that money for your big game, your Skyrim, your Fallout 4, whatever game you want to properly make, the reason you jumped in to the games industry in the first place. That's not a bad idea. I mean, we do this all the time as normal people in our daily lives. You take your first job. Why? Because you need money. Not because it's the job you want to do. You're just using that to get further in life. You know, if you want to go to university, for example, you go to college first. You maybe don't want to go to college, but you go to college, then you go to university. Once you get to university, you specialize in said subject you want. So there's nothing wrong with jumping on the bandwagon and getting maybe some notoriety, maybe a little fan base, different things like that, and then you can move up to the actual game you want. You know, the actual, your Mass Effect, your Skyrim, your Fallout 4, whatever game you want. Just make sure it's not something as bad as Mass Effect Andromeda, please. Poor guys. I know they put the heart and soul into it, but damn. But, you know, you could use the gravy train. Why not? There's nothing wrong with using the bandwagon to your advantage. Nothing wrong at all. You might as well. Everyone else is doing it. Why don't you? Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. I would, if I was in that position, might as well give it a try. Why not? It saves you spending, say, 4 years on a Fallout game that isn't as good as you want it, isn't up to the right standards you want it. Whereas you know you could bang out a Battle Royale game relatively quickly, make it competent, and then start bringing the money and the fans in, and then go from there. It's an idea. So if there are any developers, maybe, hopefully, some developers watching this, by all means, take that little bit of advice. Think about it. Think about it seriously. Don't just rush into it and go, yeah, it's a way to make money. I know there's lots of people that will be doing that, but think about it. If you're a proper developer and you want to make good games, then yeah, use a bandwagon to your advantage. If you can make a competent game in the genre or the area that's on fire right now, why not? If it's a competent game, you can bring a couple of thousand people in. That money can go to the game you really want to make. You know, your version of Skyrim or Fallout, whatever you want. You know, by all means, why not? It's all about furthering yourself, bettering yourself. So if that works for you. So that's it. That's my take on the Battle Royale. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. As I said, variety is the spice of life for us gamers. So, you know, having to sift through a couple of thousand rubbish Battle Royale games to find a few good ones isn't the worst thing in the world. As I said, maybe us YouTubers and other gamers can definitely point out some diamonds in the rough, some different games, some creative games to keep our fingers and thumbs occupied. Let me know what you think, whether you like the video or not. As I said, I'll link AFarCryAway channel below and the video that sparked this conversation. As I said, he definitely deserves your likes, definitely deserves your views. Awesome guy. Let me know what you think. Jumping on Bandwagon is a good thing. Could a developer use it to their advantage? Is variety the spice of life for gamers, or does it just make it way too complicated for us to sift through the rubbish just to find a couple of diamonds? Let me know what you think. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. But if you hit the dislike button, make sure you put a comment down below. Let me know what you didn't like. I'll always strive to make my content better. You can catch me at Twitter at FTZombie. I've been the Fire Thunder Zombie for the Fire Thunder Gaming channel. Remember, if it ain't Fire Thunder, it ain't gaming. I'll catch you later.